Calgary made headlines in 2010 when it elected the first Muslim mayor of a major North American city, and now it's done it again, electing the first female mayor in the city's history. Jyoti Gondek is of Punjabi heritage, and so is the new mayor of Edmonton, Amarjeet Sohi. If this doesn't finally obliterate national stereotypes of Alberta as some kind of racist backwater, writes Calgary Herald columnist Dawn Braid, perhaps nothing ever will. Well, with me from Calgary is Jyoti Gondek, mayor-elect. First, let me say congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Can you reflect a bit on your victory? What was it, do you think, about you and your campaign that appealed to Calgarians?
Well, I think we offered people something to vote for. My campaign team and I have been very clear from the beginning that there must be a vision that's communicated to Calgarians, and I think the people of Calgary embraced it. They wanted to hear more about what we would do for resiliency in this city, and they demonstrated that they liked what they heard by coming out to vote.
You have a PhD in urban sociology, I've read. You've worked as an academic. Why did you decide to make the leap to public office and run for mayor? Did something happen that made you say, this is it, I'm running?
You know, it's been an interesting journey falling in love with this concept of city building. It started many years ago when I picked up a couple of projects my dad had left unfinished when he passed away, quite unfortunately, in 2003. And as I dug in to do some of that work with his friends and colleagues, I realized that there was a calling for me in public service, and I did a lot of volunteer roles in and around the city and my communities. And in 2017, I looked back at what I had been trying to do to influence from the outside, and I thought maybe it was time to get a seat at the table. I felt well prepared at that time, and now with 4 years of council under my belt, I feel incredibly well prepared to serve Calgarians as their mayor.
I know Premier Jason Kenney has congratulated you. Are you ideologically aligned in any way? And what sort of relationship do you hope to have with him?
I think the greatest alignment that our city and the provincial government could have is one where we realize that we all serve the same people. So if we can count on their assistance in providing the supports that people need with public health, with childcare, access to housing, then we can help be that economic engine again that carries us forward.
You know, I talked to Naheed Nenshi last month about the toxic political atmosphere these days, how hostile and vicious some people can be. How much does that concern you, and how do you think you'll push back against it?
It is quite concerning, and I think a lot of people who ran as candidates for the first time in this election realized just how ugly it can be. But I have a lot of faith that we have a brighter future ahead. I think people are incredibly optimistic about it, and I think people have realized that we need to band together to make sure we're stamping out the voices that try to be louder than ours.
All right, Jyoti Gondek, mayor-elect of Calgary, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on.